from Arkansas.
I'll take the 2 minutes for this division, I believe. Senator Kennedy will take the 2 minutes for each of the next two amendments. This amendment is very simple. It simply ensures that the sponsor's rhetoric is reflected in the text of the bill. We've heard for years that this bill would not allow violent felons to be released from prison. Well, as it stands now, this bill allows people convicted of carjacking and bank robbery and coercing a minor into sexual activity and prostitution to be released early from prison, among many other offenses. That's just a fact of the bill itself. So the amendment that Senator Kennedy and I have offered would exclude certain specified heinous crimes like coercing a minor into sexual activity or prostitution from those prisoners who are eligible for early release. And it would ensure that no person who is convicted of any crime of violence or any sexual offense is released early from prison. That is what the bill sponsors have said all along. Unfortunately, the bill language does not reflect that rhetoric. Our amendment will ensure that it does. Now, I know some people have called this a poison pill, which is a slogan in the substitute of an argument. The U.S. Sentencing Commission has said that even if this amendment passes, 62% of federal prisoners will still be eligible for early release. If I could do more, I would. But I think we can all agree that people who are convicted child molesters should not be allowed early release from our federal prisons. If you're curious about how many sex offenders we have and what our Bureau of Prisons thinks about them, let me share this little statistic with you. There are over 15,000 sex offenders in federal prison, and 72% of them are currently assessed at low risk. That means that 72% of those 15,000 sex offenders could be eligible for release if we don't have a simple exclusion on sex offenders and crimes of violence. Mr. President, I yield back the time.
Mr. President,
Senator from Iowa.
before I speak, I think I ought to